we've got some happy news coming out of Canada. I'm going to top it off with a video that if you're into, fetish type videos on YouTube, like pimple popping, ASMR stuff, you'll find the video very, very satisfying. But the breaking news yesterday, we have been covering this story all week. The government in Canada, the CFIA, the Canada Food Inspection Agency, trying to slaughter or have slaughtered 398 healthy ostriches on the Universal Ostrich Farm in Edgewood, British Columbia. And a federal judge said that their order to cull these ostriches, which was issued in December 2024, was not patently unreasonable, yada, yada. So now the CFIA can go ahead and slaughter these animals. We put that story on blast. In no uncertain terms, mega super duper hyper blast. And yesterday, the owners of the farm went to some board meeting somewhere in British Columbia in order to plead their case to not, to band together and not allow the slaughter of these ostriches because they're talking about sending them to landfills and it requires the approval of the landfill. And the breaking news of the day yesterday is that subsequent to this meeting within, the municipal meeting or something along those lines, the landfill said, "We'll take your dead ostriches only after you provide us with a proof that they test positive for H5N1 virus," which won't happen because, as you all know, the ostriches are healthy. And so this is the good news coming out of Canada yesterday. I'll play the video. This is coming courtesy of Drea Humphrey of Rebel News, and I'll give you all the link.
That's amazing. Oh my God. They're all crying.
That's the mother, the owner of the farm.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, they will not accept them. They will not accept them unless there's they tested to be H5, high pathogenic.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Moving forward in unity. Unity, numbers. People are the power.
Peaceful unity.
Wow.
Oh, this is
So
amazing.
I'll turn the volume down. We'll just watch it as we go. The landfill that was supposed to take these ostriches said that we'll only take them if they test positive for H5N1, which they won't because they're not sick.
They did the right thing.
It's kind of amazing.
Dave, oh my God, there's our business partner. Did you hear?
No.
RDCK called them back into the room.
It's all good. It's all good.
They
For
won't
now.
accept any carcasses. They said they full motion. They're backing us, and they have to be tested tomorrow. They're telling CFIA any birds, any animal to hit their landfill has to be tested for H5N1. If it isn't positive, they're not taking it. None of the ostrich carcasses. They called him back. Oh my God.
Can you imagine, like,
Hey?
in the land of tyranny, justice is merely a cessation or a reprieve of the tyranny. That is, that's the good news coming out of Canada. At the very least, it's a temporary reprieve because what they're saying is they're not going to take the corpses, the carcasses of the birds unless they test positive, which they won't. But if you think for a second that the government's going to let up and not pursue its end goal, which we now are beginning to understand might be somewhat pharmaceutically motivated. And now let's take a brief pause from this video for a word from our sponsor, The Wellness Company. Ever wonder why your brain feels foggy even when you're eating clean and exercising? It might not be burnout, it could be parasites. Groundbreaking research from Dr. Alan McDonald revealed a direct link between chronic parasitic infections and neurological disease like multiple sclerosis. Parasites can cause inflammation, nerve damage, and long-term cognitive decline. More reasons to do a full body cleanse at least once a year. The Wellness Company has a solution for you, ivermectin, mebendazole, the gold standard parasite solution, now combined in one cleanse combo designed to eliminate harmful invaders and support your immune system naturally. Medical grade, not some trendy herbal gimmick. Fill out a quick intake form online, get a 3-month supply shipped straight to your front door. Maha is officially here, and the Wellness Company is making hard-to-get medications digitally accessible so you can live your best life. Head over to twc.health/Viva. Promo code Viva gets you $60 off and free shipping. Once again, that is twc.health/Viva. The promo code will get you $60 off and free shipping. Thank you to the Wellness Company for sponsoring this video. And now back to the vlog. Yesterday, I had on Katie and we fleshed out into further detail the potential big pharma intervention pressuring the government to act as the execution arm for big pharma, because there is some not experimentation, but scientific research going on at this farm where they have a Japanese research scientist guy who's actually named Dr. Ostrich, who is finding antibodies in ostrich yolk that might make it necessary to not have, let me rephrase that. They're finding antibodies in the yolks of these ostrich eggs, especially the ones that have survived and developed antibodies from the H5N1, that might allow for nutraceuticals, which might not make necessary the need for another highly successful #sarcasm mRNA jibby jab, which might not be to the interest of Moderna, which is now building its multi-million-dollar mega facility in Laval, and they're going to go out and put out more mRNA vaccines for more coronaviruses or whatever. And if it turns out that there is, in fact, therapeutic immune increase, then you might not need the pharmaceutical intervention. And so the need to slaughter these ostriches might actually have nothing to do with whether or not they're infected with H5N1 avian flu. It might have everything to do with the fact that they might make less necessary, more medical intervention of failed mRNA jabs as preventative, where you can have therapeutical or nutraceutical, as Katie explained yesterday, natural methods of increasing your immunity to the H5N1 pandemic, if you believe that's happening. So that's what's going on in Canada. So if you can imagine, we've all put this on blast. I want to see one thing, actually. I want to see if the CFIA still has their posts on inspections can. I want to see if they still have their posts protected. They do. Look at this. It's unbelievable, eh? The inspections can still has their tweets on protected mode, a government agency. I'm going to ping them every day, people. Go ping them. Ask them why their tweets are still protected. Go ask why are your tweets still protected? Who's the president? The president still has his tweets protected. Why? Because they don't want to answer to the people, because the people are fed up with this tyranny. They don't want to answer to the people because they can't possibly justify what they're doing. Anyhow, so bottom line, we actually got something done, peeps. At least for now. Do I believe that the government is beyond still killing them and then worrying about what to do with the corpses afterwards? Hey, if they kill them and they don't have H5N1, they can bury them anywhere, right? I'm not trying to give the scoundrels any ideas. I'm starting to think maybe that they're listening, and that maybe they know that they're not going to be able to murder people's pets with impunity, immunity, and anonymity. And so maybe, just maybe, they're thinking about not doing it. But when I said we're going to start the video, I'm not going to play the video of the Stabby McGee, because it wouldn't be the type of satisfying stuff you want to watch. There was something I just came across when I was looking for the ostrich story. Have you ever seen an ostrich giving birth to an egg? I don't know if you say giving birth to it. I don't want to play. If one were to start off looking at this video and you didn't know what you were looking at, it kind of looks like you're looking at a donkey that's choking on a watermelon. Not a watermelon, a grapefruit. If you don't know what you're looking at, it looks like a donkey. You got the ears and the nose. Let me see here. Ears, nose. That's like sort of got a big grapefruit in its mouth. In fact, what you're looking at is an ostrich's butthole. There's a neck up there. That's the ostrich's neck. And it's going to lay an egg. If you've never seen how big an ostrich egg is, it's bigger than a grapefruit, or it's at least as big as a very big grapefruit. This is the moment. The most satisfying ASMR pimple-popping video ever. The moment a massive ostrich egg pops out of the anus of the ostrich. If you've never seen anything like this, it will blow your mind. I've seen this video multiple times. And then I went on a very deep dive on the CommuTube for videos of ostriches laying eggs. Look at this. So that's very loud. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, come on. Look at that. Even the ostrich is amazed that thing came out of it. Let me just throw the volume down here. Look at that. Oh, it's like popping the biggest whitehead on the planet. Oh, wait, I got the sound effect. There you go. It's just missing the sound effect. And that ostrich is very happy to get rid of that. So the things that you never knew you wanted to see, that you didn't know that you needed to see, that you've seen now, an ostrich laying an egg. Let me just see what's going on in the chat over here. How many do they have a day? Chickens have one per day. Ostriches have them fairly often. And I do remember actually when they killed there was an incident in the ostrich farm that I was familiar with where an ostrich met an untimely death, and I believe they have like multiple stages of eggs within their body. So it's scientifically amazing, but also very satisfying to watch. All right, people. We started with the bad, we got to the good, and then we'll get to the ugly in a second. And when I say the ugly, I literally mean the ugly, because if I had to say it, people, I say this all the time. Like, if I looked at Justin Trudeau, and when did I have someone on who... Oh, yes, that's right. I did an interview with Dawn Dussault, who was in the proximity of Justin Trudeau, and I asked her if she got a whiff of his aroma, because I loathe Justin Trudeau so much, I assume he smells bad. James Comey is right now on the scale of things that I assume smell bad in real life. Sorry, it's not a fetish, people. It's a bit of a hang-up.